When it comes to Hollywood, there have been many stars who have struggled with alcoholism. Here are 10 of the worst cases in Hollywood history, in no particular order. First up, we have the legendary actor, John Barrymore. Known for his roles in films like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Barrymore's drinking habits were infamous. He was known to carry a flask with him on set, and would often show up to work drunk. Next, we have the king of Hollywood, Clark Gable. Gable's drinking habits were well known in Hollywood, and he was often seen with a drink in his hand. Despite his struggles with alcohol, Gable remained one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Another star who struggled with alcoholism was the iconic actress, Judy Garland. Garland's addiction to alcohol and drugs began at a young age and continued throughout her career. Despite her struggles, Garland remained a beloved figure in Hollywood. The talented actor, Richard Burton, was also known for his drinking habits. Burton's addiction to alcohol was so severe that it often interfered with his work. Despite this, he remained one of Hollywood's most respected actors. The iconic girl of the 1920s, Clara Bow, also struggled with alcoholism. Bow's addiction began after a series of personal and professional setbacks. Despite her struggles, Bow remained a popular figure in Hollywood. The legendary director, John Huston, was also known for his drinking habits. Huston's addiction to alcohol was so severe that it often interfered with his work. Despite this, he remained one of Hollywood's most respected directors. The Sultan of Swoon, Rudolph Valentino, was another star who struggled with alcoholism. Valentino's addiction began after the death of his wife, and it continued throughout his career. The talented actor, Peter O'Toole, was also known for his drinking habits. O'Toole's addiction to alcohol was so severe that it often interfered with his work. Despite this, he remained one of Hollywood's most respected actors. The Queen of Hollywood, Bette Davis, also struggled with alcoholism. Davis's addiction began after a series of personal and professional setbacks. Despite her struggles, Davis remained one of Hollywood's most respected actresses. Finally, we have the Golden Age actress, Ava Gardner. Gardner's addiction to alcohol began after the end of her marriage to Frank Sinatra. Despite her struggles, Gardner remained a popular figure in Hollywood. These are just a few of the many Hollywood stars who have struggled with alcoholism throughout their careers. Despite their struggles, these stars have left a lasting impact on the film industry. Renowned for his dashing portrayals of swashbucklers on screen, Errol Flynn was almost equally infamous for his debaucherous lifestyle off-screen. His love for alcohol knew no bounds, and he was also known to indulge in cocaine use. Wild parties were a common occurrence in Flynn's life, where he would often be found in the company of multiple women. Despite his charm and good looks, Flynn's excessive drinking took a toll on his health. He experienced various health issues throughout his life, ultimately leading to a fatal heart attack when he was just 50 years old. Flynn's substance abuse and self-destructive behavior were well documented, making him one of the most notorious alcoholics in Hollywood history. Flynn's rise to fame began in the early 1930s when he signed a contract with Warner Brothers. After appearing in several supporting roles, he gained widespread recognition for his lead performance in the film Captain Blood. From then on, Flynn became synonymous with swashbuckling heroes, and went on to star in numerous successful films, including The Adventures of Robin Hood, The Seahawk, and They Died with Their Boots On. However, Flynn's success on screen did little to curb his destructive habits. Throughout the 1940s and 1950s, Flynn continued to spiral out of control, plagued by legal troubles related to drug possession and statutory rape charges. Despite these controversies, Flynn remained a popular figure in Hollywood until his untimely death in 1959. To this day, Flynn remains a fascinating and enigmatic figure in Hollywood history. While his talent and charisma shone through in his iconic film performances, it is impossible to ignore the darker side of his legacy, one marked by addiction, scandal, and tragedy. Veronica Lake, a prominent actress of the 1940s and 1950s, was known for her striking beauty and exceptional talent. However, her life took a dark turn as she spiraled into alcoholism, leading to the loss of her career and encounters with the law. Born as Constance Ockelman on November 14, 1922, in Brooklyn, New York, Lake's career took off when she signed a contract with Paramount Pictures in 1940. She quickly gained fame for her signature peekaboo hairstyle and appeared in numerous films, including Sullivan's Travels and I Married a Witch. Despite her early success, Lake's personal life was fraught with turmoil. She struggled with alcoholism, which caused her to become increasingly unreliable and difficult to work with. As a result, her career began to decline, and she found herself making headlines for her legal trouble. In 1952, Lake was arrested for drunk driving, and just a few years later, she was charged with disorderly conduct. Her addiction to alcohol also led to the loss of custody of her 2 children. Lake's health began to deteriorate as a result of her alcoholism, and she was diagnosed with heart and liver disease. Tragically, she passed away on July 7, 1973, at the young age of 39. Veronica Lake's story is a cautionary tale of the dangers of alcoholism and the devastating impact it can have on a person's life and career. Despite her early success and talent, her struggles with addiction ultimately led to her downfall. Renowned for his captivating portrayal of villains, Oliver Reed's alcohol addiction often overshadowed his remarkable acting career. Born on February 13, 1938, Reed's life would be marked by a series of violent incidents and brushes with the law, all fueled by his drinking. As a young man, Reed's rugged good looks and commanding presence made him a natural fit for the big screen. He quickly gained a reputation as a talented and intense actor, known for his transformative performances. However, his drinking habits began to cause problems both on and off the set. One notorious incident occurred in 1962, when Reed was involved in a bar fight that left him with permanent scars on his face. The fight began when Reed, who was already intoxicated, began arguing with another patron. The situation quickly escalated, and Reed was left with a deep gash on his cheek that required stitches. Despite these incidents, Reed's career continued to flourish. He became known for his portrayal of complex and often villainous characters, earning critical acclaim and a loyal following of fans. However, his drinking continued to spiral out of control. In 1999, Reed suffered a fatal heart attack while filming the movie Gladiator. He was just 61 years old. Those who knew him best say that Reed was a consummate professional, despite his struggles with alcohol. However, it was clear that his addiction had taken a toll on his health and well-being. Today, Reed is remembered not just for his talent and charisma, but also for his struggles with alcohol. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of addiction and the importance of seeking help when needed. Despite his flaws, Reed remains a beloved figure in the world of cinema, and his contributions to the industry will never be forgotten. Humphrey Bogart, regarded as one of the greatest male actors in American cinema, was known for his heavy drinking, which unfortunately impacted his work. His love for alcohol and smoking was persistent, and it took a toll on his health. Bogart was born on Christmas Day in 1899, and his passion for acting began in his early years. He started his career on stage before transitioning to films in the 1930s. Despite his late start, Bogart quickly made a name for himself in Hollywood with his distinctive voice and rugged charm. However, Bogart's heavy drinking was no secret in Hollywood. His alcohol consumption often caused issues on set, leading to delays and strained relationships with his colleagues. Despite this, Bogart's talent was undeniable, and he continued to land leading roles in some of the most iconic films of all time, such as The Maltese Falcon and Casablanca. Bogart's health began to decline in the 1950s due to his persistent drinking and smoking habits. He was diagnosed with esophageal cancer in 1956, which ultimately led to his untimely death at the age of 57. His passing was a significant loss to the film industry, and he left behind a legacy that continues to inspire actors today. Despite his struggles with alcohol, Bogart's impact on American cinema is undeniable. He was a trailblazer in his field, and his unique style and talent continue to resonate with audiences today. His life and career serve as a reminder of the toll that addiction can take on an individual's health and personal life. Richard Burton, a name synonymous with both great talent and excessive alcohol consumption, struggled to maintain balance on set and in his personal life. The Welsh actor, known for his powerful voice and brooding presence, was often seen with a drink in his hand, even during filming. Burton's love for alcohol was well known in Hollywood, and it's said that he could easily consume 3 bottles of vodka a day. This excessive drinking took a toll on his health, causing him to suffer from various ailments, including cirrhosis of the liver and alcoholic dementia. Despite his struggles, Burton remained a prominent figure in Hollywood, earning 7 Academy Award nominations throughout his career. However, his drinking often interfered with his work, causing delays and disruptions on set. Burton's alcoholism was an open secret in Hollywood, and many of his colleagues and friends tried to intervene, urging him to seek help. Unfortunately, their efforts were in vain, and Burton continued to drink heavily until his untimely death at the age of 58. The cause of Burton's death was officially listed as a cerebral hemorrhage, but it's widely believed that his excessive drinking played a significant role in his passing. Burton's tragic story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of alcoholism and the devastating impact it can have on one's health, career, and personal life. Despite his struggles, Burton's legacy as a talented actor remains, and his contributions to the world of film continue to be celebrated and remembered. However, his story also serves as a reminder of the destructive power of alcohol and the importance of seeking help when